Watch as this driver experiences a glitch in the Matrix. Did he get zapped into a parallel universe?
And what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But if you watch it on any TV, whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7. Man, how y'all doing today though? I gotta ask y'all, I've been under the weather. Today the best I felt and I don't know how long. But for y'all, how y'all feeling? What's new? What you want to get off your chest? What's stressing you out? What you trying to get better at? What's your vices? What you trying to grow from? Let me know, man. I'm curious. Spam it up. But might be a trigger warning or two. I hope not. Y'all know what it is though. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
So we just happen to have another report of someone losing control of a car, of course, in a crowd of people where there is victims. This is in Paris. Do you remember me saying there's something wrong with the human brain and people are just acting weird? I mean, we just had Liverpool and we had all these things happening on the East Coast, Philadelphia, South Carolina. I mean, it was everywhere. And completely irrelevant to people not acting right whatsoever. Look at the sky. You can't even see one layer of cloud through. It is just one giant layer of mist over the sky. You can't see the sun, nothing, just, yeah. Like I said, not related. And now all of a sudden in Paris we have another incident with another car where another person gets ran over. I mean, I don't know, it just seems kind of odd when these things happen every single day. If I remember correctly, this is the 4th car, actually, in the last few days where people have gotten ran over. I really can't show you guys the video, go watch it at your own risk. I'll tell you too, I received a bunch of messages of a whole bunch of people in every single city. People are acting crazy, they're jumping off things they shouldn't. I mean, a whole bunch of weird stuff is going on at the same time while we have these geomagnetic storms going on. What do y'all think? Have you noticed people acting really strange this last week? Extra violent, extra crazy? I don't know, maybe it's just me. Or maybe, as I've been showing you, people just aren't acting right.
What is it? Whoa! No, what's happening? Why are they shooting it all directly?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn, that was... I hope he was good, because that shit probably hurt. I hope he was good. But my thing is, that's like Murphy's Law. What can happen will happen. The drones is flying. Of course, they gonna drop one day. And if they drop, it's gonna drop on somebody or something. See what I mean? Like, yeah. That's gonna happen a little bit more often than what we think. Watch. If they start putting these drones in the sky more often, like to deliver packages, to all types of shit, miscellaneous things, because it's gonna, you know, robots gonna take us out of jobs, take some people out of their jobs. I hate to say that, but that's what they're leaning towards, bro. What happens when they got a drone in the sky and it's delivering a package and it malfunctions or something, and it lands on somebody's house, or it lands on somebody's car, or it hits somebody, or it lands over a school? They not thinking about. I don't think they thinking about these type of things, but yeah, that's crazy. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. The clip before that, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling, man? The world's been getting more, the energy. We all waiting on something to happen. Like, that's the best way I could put it. I'm not gonna say the past week or this year or last year. I'm gonna just say it's getting to the point where we're all starting to anticipate something coming. For entertainment purposes.
I think we should all create our own bank. I think we need to create our own bank. First, to set up a community trust structure. And then you appoint everybody as a managing director of a trust, set up a trust account for everybody. Everybody pools all this together. You buy gold and silver with it. You invest it and you pay dividends back to everybody in the community. That's how we could run an economic system and completely bypass the federal government and the international bankers. Every community could do that. Every church could do that. Every organization could do that. Every family could do that. And watch the wealth start shifting back into your hands again instead of into the hands of those who really don't care about you. The New World Order has no concern for your money, really. They just want power and control.
So Putin's releasing a statement that the public has been consuming Soylent Green. If you know, you know. And I'm curious on how the public's going to react, if they react at all. And for the people that do and have been consuming human meat for so long and have that craving, if the consumption or the supply, gets cut off, what's going to happen to the people with that craving? Are they going to turn into zombies? And I would like to get your thoughts on it in the comments, guys. I'm going on lunch. No Soylent Green. Have a good day.
Damn, he messed my head up because I was hoping he didn't go there with it, and he did.
So did y'all see the lady in Denver airport that said her and her child was killed? They're calling her the Denver airport lady. She was in Denver airport on her knees reading a letter. And basically she said she had to read that letter or it might cost her life. Oh, you don't believe me? Look at this shit. Listen to this shit.
I have to finish this. My kid's life in danger if I didn't say this. I have been and my kids. Today will be a worse day than 9/11 attack. This is an act of war at United States of America. This piece of shit woman thinks she knows what's happening.
I can't play the rest of the video because I don't want to get this video taken down. But if you need to see that video, hit that search bar and type in the Denver airport lady. When I say she was saying a whole bunch of shit, she said some things, and everything that she said sounded like she was being forced to say it. You heard her say in the video that if she doesn't say it, it can cost her kids their life. Now, I don't know exactly what went on. I don't know who had her reading that letter, but apparently she was definitely in danger. Now, you got to ask yourself, if it wasn't for these platforms, would we have even seen this? I'm definitely about to jump down that rabbit hole. Pay attention.
Somebody recorded a UFO crash site up close. Let's look into the video. This is the crash site. Up close in person. They got jets flying over the skies looking for it. Y'all seeing this? UFO crash site up close in person. And y'all know we gonna start to see more and more strange things like this. I don't know where this is located at. If y'all know where it's located at, let me know in the comments. But y'all seeing this? We know what time it is. Every day that passes by and to get closer to that time, we're going to start to see more and more activity. Go outside and look up. You'll be surprised at what you see. And you might get lucky. What's up? It might come down. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this UFO crash sighting in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. And follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content. Stay tapped in.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I believe that clip or not. Y'all let me know. For me, how did it crash into the ground like that and there ain't like no cracks in the damn UFO? There ain't no smashes to the body of the UFO? Like, bro, that don't really make no sense. But then again, they're not from where we from, so what if they shit don't do what our shit do? I don't know, man. That's where it blow me away. It looked a little fake to me. Let me know y'all thoughts, man.
Man, this is crazy, man. A goddamn spaceship just landed in the projects. A spaceship just crashed out here. Look at that. All that smoke, man. Spaceship just crashed in the projects, man.
See, and then they ain't got no proof.
Have you ever heard about the court case that took place, Flat Earth versus Globe Earth, in 2019? There were two fellas that went to court for a civil case for some money. It was about like $10,000. This is the docket ticket for the court case. And it was Globe Earth versus Flat Earth. And whoever won the case would win the money. Well, after the case, which wasn't very long, both of the gentlemen showed all of their evidence. And who do you think won the court case? Who would you think won? You would imagine Globe wins, right? Because science tells us we live on a globe, and everyone tells us we live on a globe. I mean, that's what we were taught. So wouldn't Globe win in court? That's what I would think, but that's not what happened at all. Actually, Globe lost, and Flat Earth won, because the judge said there was zero evidence to prove that the globe was a thing, and the Flat Earth actually won the case. Now, the Globe guy got very mad, and this is a true story. So the Globe guy got pissed off about it, and he went back to court. And they tried this case again. You'll never guess what happened. Oh, maybe you will. Globe lost again for the second time. So my question is, if you can take this to court, and court can tell you that Globe is BS and Flat Earth wins, then how are we not putting two and two together here? Because you can put people away for life in court. Doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't think it makes any sense. What I do think makes sense, though, is that there are about 1,000 and more proofs that the Earth is not a spinning ball of water. And you don't even have to just use your common sense. I mean, you can actually look up the proofs, because there are a lot of them. But it's pretty much common sense to me that you can't put water on a ball. Here's our ball. Nice little apple, right? Can you put water on this? I don't think so. How does water stick to a ball? It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. How does that work? So the Earth is within the Earth's atmosphere to do, because we've been living in lies, my friends, and now it's time to learn the truth and understand the truth. And the truth is that we live on God's Earth, and God's Earth isn't a spinning ball of water, I can tell you that much. But again, this is for your entertainment.
And just for the record, if you believe it's a globe, that's okay. Another reason why I like to question it, just so we have an understanding, and there are no misunderstandings. I like to question it because, again, it was once told to us that it was flat. Ancient civilizations all would say it was flat, and then NASA steps in. With what family? Y'all go ahead and spam it up in the comments on what family, along with NASA, like to come in and take over and switch all the information, because they know the real truth behind shit, but they wanted to lie to us. And now we go and say there's a big ass spinning ball we sitting on, and there's the equator, and they like to come up with all this extra shit, you know? And it's like, come on, bro, that none of that's the case, bro. They telling us that so that we don't have to go searching and see if there's more land. They can control us more. They can put us in one area more. You get what I mean? So that's why when people be so adamant that it's a globe, and then they get offensive and insulting, it's like, bro, chill. You don't have to go there. We not personally taking jabs at you. We just want you to question, because we know they really lying, and we working better together. We'll work better together than divided. So if you just got on board and got out your feelings, we might be able to make some things shake. So that's why we be trying to bring it up. But, you know, some people be stuck in their feelings so much that they ain't logically realizing that they out of tune with reality. But y'all let me know. Spam it up.
Y'all are not understanding, because when the 3 abductors took this little 12-year-old girl for a week and they were physically all right, she started whimpering. And after she started whimpering, she was saved by 3 lions who ran off the and sat with her the whole time until the police arrived. Because the same whimpering that she was making because she was hurting from being beaten sounded just like the baby lions. Why are y'all not understanding?
Is this true? And why the lions didn't turn their ass up?
I see the background. You know, I don't need to go into details, but let's just talk about this. New information is saying that allegedly these are just drones and that they were created by another species that's literally underground right now. Allegedly. Watch the video to the end, share this with someone you love, can respect, and comment. Are aliens real?
East Coast to the West Coast, underground.
Underground, completely underground.
Without
having to come up. And there's turnoffs. You need security clearances to get through these turnoffs. They go into other bases. They go into other areas and, secret places you can't go.
And what did they do there?
They do a lot of things. I can tell you one thing. They have 2 sets of elevators. And my security clearance got me down to the main hub area, which is as big as Manhattan. I mean, it's as big as Manhattan. It's unbelievable. They have acres of farmland with lights and
farmland
underground. They run the lights up nuclear.
Underground.
Yeah, they have nuclear power plant underground, and they use that for everything. All the power under there.
They grow food.
Yeah, they grow food. They have livestock. I mean, everything. Yeah, they have everything. They have bench shafts. They have everything. But the 2 sets of elevators I was telling you about, my clearance, I can only go down to the main hub. Then there was another set of elevators that brought you down further. And a bunch of friends of mine would tell me stories about that.
Can you tell us anything about those stories?
Yeah, I can tell you what they told me. What they told me is there's actual aliens, greys.
Wait.
Aliens.
What was the word, greys?
Greys. And also there's another kind. There's different species that they talk about. There's greys, there's reptilians, all different kinds.
A gray is a type of alien.
Right. It's not really an alien. It's a drone. It's not really it's like an organic drone. That's exactly what it is.
What does that mean, an organic drone?
It's not a living thing. It's in living tissue, but it's a drone. They're not real.
So, Majestic is understanding how to manipulate the fabric of reality using magic. Yeah, like the wireless sensor networks that you've adhesed with a bunch of metamaterials and metals that you've been spraying into the atmosphere. And then, based on the N series, it's N0, N1, and N3 per the paper on the biosensor networks to the wireless sensor network to manipulate matter in the plasma-based atmosphere with your plasma-based body, but only you. Everybody else doesn't know they have that anatomy. They're not allowed to feel their biofield. They don't know what biofield concurrence is. They don't know the biofield's on the National Institute of Health. They're sitting there waiting on you, our defense intelligence agency, to save them. You're harvesting not only their DNA and their energy harvesting W-band. They're connected to the microgrid and the power grid via LoRa to pull the energy right out of them for the bioeconomy and the tokenized economy that you've been working on for over 10 years. The metamaterials of Professor Akil, these were fully finished and fully deployed in test beds in 2011. And so you've all been sitting here going to augmentation conferences, practicing with those air molecules to drive the drone with only your visualization and your thoughts since 2009. I have more papers now. And as if all that's not enough, the series augments from the inside out to have longer range and more dimensional access going up the tree, which they do describe here, but they do it wrong. They keep telling you that you're going to space. Never seen you go past the firmament. Oh, but we have access to the moon. Well, somebody might, but it sure ain't you. So, if that's, whatever that is too, because they make fake suns and all this too. I don't want to get into it. I'm trying to leave that for other people to either talk about it or don't, because I'm really busy. But if you don't, Project Luna with NASA, when you log in, it says MRI. You guys are not in space. You have different equipment that's hovering around us, low Earth orbit, but you've had that since 1865. No problem. That's what UW Whitewater, I was there. I saw the HP Sense is who helped you with your sentient world simulation research before they turned it into the global information grid in 2005 with the Killbox update, 2006. Those are the papers I've already loaded with the Joint Chief of Staff and the PDF on the global information grid in 2009. And then you come into SIPRNet, NIPRNet, and the 2014 Computer Weekly article with the drone warfare and network-centric warfare being a problem with the international community. And there we are. And then they talk about Obama and his people just drone striking whoever they want. They weren't talking about the sandbox. They're talking about your civilian environment. That's why Jade Helm was run in 2015 for on-the-ground logistics. That's almost 10 years ago, General Flynn. Do you notice how many people are still completely clueless as to the weaponry that's being executed here since 2011, and they paid for it? Makes you wonder.
People be clueless, bro. That is facts.
Man, get in here. Oh, this is very exclusive content. I'm only doing this for the people who've been rocking with Getty for the very longest. So I found 2 court cases, the reason why the fringe is around the flag. And I have always heard maritime law. That's what we're going off of, right? Oh, yeah. So it is true. So the judge do know what's actually going on. And before I show you these court cases, this is exclusive. This is exclusive. It's called Shipping Wars. maritime law, literally. And when you're in a courtroom, this is literally what, this is you, and this is the court. This is the court, this is you, the container. I'm about to show you these laws right now, because it took me 2 years to find this. But listen, can you donate $1, please? Hey, I done the work for you. There's no more speculation. There's no more speculation. Now, to prove my point, go ahead and take a screenshot. And as you can see here on the court case, 1795, that such a court was established by the style of courts of appeal in case of capture. Capture, right? By the commission, the judge were to hear, try, and determine all appeals from the court of amity in the states. Amity law, right? You get it? But what I'm gonna do is, before I show you this other court case, I'm gonna put it in picture form where you can download it and you can have it for your records, because you'll never see this again. And I know you can't see it, but this is a very special court case that no courts should be open. Now, what you couldn't see, this is the court case right here. And as you can see, the ruling states that government, being an artificial person, right, can only act with other artificial persons such as a corporation. Now, 18 U.S. Code vessels of the United States define the term vessel under the United States as using, and this title means a vessel belonging in whole or in part to the United States or any citizen. They going off shipping wars of your vessel. They capture your vessel. Now, here go the court cases, right? Right here, what I was trying to tell you, that all courts are open illegally because in their mind, their jurisdiction is, oh, your name is in all caps. So you on our ship, right? So we got control of you, but they can't deal with the living man. And you can download the documents right here. You can download the documents right here. I wish you can kind of see it, but you can't. But this saying that the courts cannot deal with flesh and blood. This is why they always say, do you understand? Or they always use these legalese terms, and knowing you're not the name that your mom and your daddy gave you, because it's in all caps. This is what this is explaining. So if you like to donate $1, man, come on, donate some. I got you. I got you. This is something special. Now I answered all your questions on why this is fraud or slave trade, basically.
I got a question for y'all. Have y'all ever been like somebody talking about something, right? You paying attention, and they say something and it makes you, this about to sound crazy, this about to sound weird, and you remember like your not spirit journey, but like you remember little details before you came onto your journey here is that too far of a reach? Like, I'm literally hearing him and then something just clicked in my head and like I could remember something from my past. Like, that shit's crazy. That's crazy to even say. Like, he's saying something and I'm like literally remembering something it feels like before I don't know. Like deja vu-ish, weird. It's way out there. It's way out there. I don't even know if it's even making any sense. I ain't never had that feeling. So, yeah, pretty much like, you know, when you choose to come here on your life path and you choose, this one of the hardest tests you gotta have to go through. And then when you finally choose to come here, there's certain things that you're gonna remember. And yeah, as I'm here, I'm starting to remember some things. And that clip right there just kind of tapped me in, hit real home for a second. So yeah, I don't know if that even makes sense, but shout out to Gaddy, man.
Matrix update, and this update's just going to be a quick little one because it doesn't need to be talked about that much. But I just found it funny how Donald Trump has now come out and let the world know that Joe Biden is not real. He's a clone, and the real one back in 2020. Donald Trump is just saying what the all conspiracy theorists have been saying for years. And you know what, Donald Trump, yeah, you might be right that Joe Biden isn't real, but so you're not real as well. In fact, a majority of them aren't real. They're all just puppets, fake ass scripted characters on this world stage. So Donald Trump coming out with this news that Joe Biden is a clone and stuff, it's actually rattled Americans. I've seen a lot of comments of Americans saying that Donald Trump's on. Like, you know what? This is the start. This is what I've been saying. You're going to just hear wild shit coming out now by all these goofy ass characters. They're going to start exposing each other. And this is what I've been saying about 2025. This matrix is crumbling. So all these puppets on all these fake ass characters are going to start exposing a lot of truth. You know, a lot of things that us conspiracy theorists have been saying to you for years. You know, like just get ready.
Don't believe that Africans were brought over on slave ships?
Correct. I believe it may have happened, you know, maybe people were brought over as slaves, but I don't think that the black people in America came from Africa on slave ships. I believe the people that were here were slowly conquered. First, they got the East Coast, and then they started spreading out west little by little, conquering. And when you conquer a tribe, what do? You enslave them. They're POWs, right?
Okay.
That's what you do. So after you conquer this tribe, you make them slaves. Now, how do you conquer the natives here? So let's say you got this tribe is warring against this tribe. Well, this tribe goes talk to the white man. White man says, yo, if you help me wipe out these people, then boom, you know, I'll help you with whatever. So they get together and they wipe out this other tribe. Now, guess what? The white man now outnumbers this tribe. So he wipes them out. You just kill two birds with one stone. You just keep moving like that. We were the natives. We were not brought here on slave ships. That's not economically sound. This
what do you mean?
Make sense.
Y'all remember that clip?
So every
last account.
Man, I'm hoping that clip can stay in. That was some that was making a little bit too much sense. If you disagree, that's cool. Don't come for me. I have my right to choose and think how I like and how I feel. And that one right there was not too far off. That one was not too far off. I just would like to know whose score that was, if that was the case. Y'all let me know, man. His stuff sometimes do get blocked. When I try to post it on, once I try to actually post a full video, he might get taken out. I hope not. But TikTok, they blocked me from a few people. And not even blocked me, they unfollowed my account from a few accounts that I didn't even do that with. Like Demi, I always say that. What's his name? I think it's Haitian James. Can't find him. I had to go search him because I couldn't. He just wouldn't pop up no more. And then when I searched him, I don't even follow him no more. Ever since that TikTok ban, there's so many accounts that I used to follow, took them off. Queenology, her too. Bro, I'm telling you, this shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. TikTok really did that. I feel like they try to disconnect us from each other. That's what I really feel like. Y'all let me know if that's a reach.
Someone told me to watch this clip.
It was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss. They're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one? Are you kidding? Well, how about this?
Wow. They put this in a children's film, huh?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber
This is
us
actually
100 to
about
1.
tyranny.
And if
This
they
is
ever
what's
figure that
happening now.
out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line.
I would show this clip in my class. You let one ant stand up to them, and they might all stand up. You see the power of solidarity? The power of all of us together? Individually, we feel helpless, lonely, often frightened. Together, nothing can stop us. No tyrant can rule us. No dictator can demand from us subservience. Together, we're powerful.
That's facts.
You mother... You motherfuckers. I figured this whole shit out. I did. So, if this is this, right? And this Polaris is the North Star, then what in the covered up the moon or the sun in that solar eclipse? Because I got the video. Oh, hell no. They knew. Solomon, Soul is missing from the calendar like that video I told y'all. So, the triangle, the paradox, the sun, the moon, the North Star, as above, so below. My observations are right, bro. For years, I've been trying to figure this shit out. Look at what I wrote. I figured this out. This is my book. I figured it out, bro. The North Star, sun, moon, black sun, it comes out the middle, bro. It goes up, and this sending out rays is what actually cover the moon, bro. And that's why the moon does this stupid cycle stuff, bro.
He just went way deep, but it's gonna be somebody who disagree.
Can you tell us what's in Antarctica?
So you know, Antarctica it's ice, right? But you know what the ice do? When you take it, it cure everything, and it like make you live forever. they made a treaty to say nobody can come there. You can go so far, but you can't get to that ice. The ice is gonna save your life, but they won't let you get it. But they let certain people get it that been here a long time, been living a long time. Y'all don't know it. Y'all keep saying, he look like him, he look like him. Yeah, that's him. Everything that you think that's over here, that's coming over here, they say, it come from over there. So all the aliens, everything come from over there. Not up, not down, but straight over. The giants come from over there. The dragons come from over there. Everything is over there. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, that's where I'm going too.
Yo, do y'all see this shit? They're just falling out of the sky. I don't know what it is. That shit is on fire. And it's just falling. Oh my God, it's just falling, y'all.
Damn, what happened? I need to see.
Watch as this driver experiences a glitch in the Matrix. Did he get zapped into a parallel universe?
Where the go? Where the did he just go?
Hey, that was kind of crazy. We've seen clips like that before, but like, I wonder what the car in front, I would have honked hella hard and been like, hey bro, did you see the dude that just walked in front? I would have had questions about that. Like, am I the only person who saw that? But what was the chances of him recording, or was that his dash cam? That's some wild shit.
Wait, tell me what it is. That nigga there, he damn sure can't shape shit. He can't do shit. You don't know why? Because he comes from us. That's why when you meet a white woman, and if you a black woman and we meet a white man, they birthmark is brown. Why is they birthmark brown? They're not white, they're beige. We're not black, we're brown. You know what I'm saying? Lucifer means light bringer, right? So if you're a light bringer, what does that make you? That makes you white. So what they did was reverse shit. They be like 666, that's the devil. No, nigga, that's you, literally, the nigga. So-called the nigga, right? It ain't possible. 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, and 6 what is it? Electron, neutrons, and 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. So who able to shapeshift and shit? Like the reptilians and the higher beings from the other side of the wall, which is the ice wall. I can't tell you the last one because they just restricted me. I can't tell you the last 6 neutrons, 6 protons. Where you get all this from, bro? My brain, my.
Let that man cook. Let that man cook. Now, I've seen comments of y'all, some people, not everybody, defending this man, Elon. When your cars is death traps, you can't defend it. When his cars is causing some people to not be able to make it home to their families and their children and their parents and shit like that, bro, that's a problem. When he's showing certain signs, his eye is black. We watch so many clips of the black eye, the panda eyes, and some of the same people will go straight at the people who going through that. But now, since it's one of their favorites, they can't take it. But let me tell you something, bro. I seen a clip that's got one of my favorite rappers in it, ever. And all I can say is, you know what? There's some things I agree with him on. There's some things that I disagreed with him on. And however he decided to live his life, that's how he lived his life. But he tripping though. When I saw that clip, he tripping though. Because I would have been tripping if in that damn studio. We'll get to that clip soon. You got to be realistic, bro. You don't even know some of these people. They don't pay your rent. They don't help you with your life. They don't grocery shop for you. They don't wash your laundry. They don't do nothing for you. And you'll be quick to put them on a pedestal and you ain't never met them. But you can see them doing wrong. That look weird. And if it don't, let me get on camera and do some shit like that. And if I did, don't question me. You would. See? So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that look weird, bro. Don't call some shit out on one person and then don't call it on another. You gotta be consistent here. Don't be a half-ass person. Don't be half-assing it, bro. That's how I see it. But y'all know we made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. Even if you watch on your TV, whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7 as well. Man, I'm going to drop some longer videos for y'all. I'll double them up. Still covering a little bit, but I feel a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and get on this one, start editing. Today I shot this on Saturday, and then I'm gonna edit it, and then y'all gonna get it on Saturday. But I appreciate y'all, man. I've been grinding, I've been working. I'm gonna keep going, and I thank y'all again. I hope y'all doing good. Don't forget, so let me know how y'all living. Let me know how y'all feeling, what y'all grateful for, what y'all blessed for, what you gotta shake, what you gotta grow from. I wanna know. Spam it up, and I hope y'all enjoying it y'all day, man. But until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know